We heading out?
Follow me.
As you command, my Thane.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a burial crypt. No good can come of that.
These ancient ruins house much of my people's history. I thought the crypts would smell bad, but it turns out they're pretty well ventilated. We should put the dead back to their sleep.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage. City of Markarth sure is a beauty. No doubt about that.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. This rain will stop eventually. Always does. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Wake me up when we arrive.
No problem.
Have you heard from your family recently?
No, not really. Couriers don't seem to like delivering letters here.
That's too bad.
Not at all. It means I'm not being hounded about my progress at the college. If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful.
We don't know that. We don't even know what it is. Where is Arin anyway?
In his quarters with that Thalmor on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
All right, that's enough. Let's return to our business, please.
This better be good.
Here are the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. All right, then.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
You look like you could use a hand.
Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but... well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me?
What was it you were missing?
My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it.
Urag suggested I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
There's a book he thinks you should read.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll be sure and stop by the Arcanium later. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Oh, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We are involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Aren't you just an advisor here?
Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately. But I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If this is dangerous, then why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
What do you expect from me then?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my Order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Why should I trust you or your Order?
I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our Order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
Who is the Augur of Dunlane?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Where can I find this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
better not get me sick.
You know, illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic. If only I could be free of the mundane, day-to-day activities life so often requires.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
The chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Who's that?
Here we go. You're no match for me. May be dead now.
Still here.
I need to trade some things with you.
How can I serve you, my friend? Lead on.
I need your help with something private.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed?
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
What did the Sijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
All right then. Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
That's nothing you need to concern yourself with.
Can you please help me find this Augur?
Very well. It's not something often discussed, as it might be misunderstood by the locals. The Augur is down in the midden, below the college. I don't recommend going down there unless it's absolutely necessary.
What do you know about the Sijic Order?
No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Sijic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it.
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of course.
What's not allowed here?
Shh. All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters. Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
If you require assistance with summoning technique, if you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
Are there many conjurers outside the college?
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it.
Are there many conjurers outside the college?
Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Phalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. All right then.
is no help for you here. There is no solace in knowing what is to come. perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
So you're the Augur of Dunlane?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
I was told to find you.
Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late.
Thalmor? What Thalmor?
The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
What do I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
My ma used to shout a lot. If she knew the dragon language, Skyrim might be long gone by now. Huh? Before I became your housecarl, I never realized being a bodyguard could also be so fascinating.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership. It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it.
What's your problem with Feralda?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
What's your problem with Feralda?
She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Until next time.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I have important information for you.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find the staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to the orb we found.
And how do you know of this?
I spoke with the Augur of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
What should I do next?
A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly. Day-to-day operations are my responsibility. Mine is not a popular position, but someone needs to keep things running smoothly around here.
Do you know anything about the staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Archmage Orin said you'd mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows the staff's location?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Who are the Synod?
I was quite surprised. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts.
Who are the Synod?
Looking to consolidate. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts. Have you managed to track down the Synod
What else
or
can
the
you tell
staff
me
of
about
Magnus?
the staff of Magnus?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Mind yourself.
should be good.
Halt, Outlander! By the code of Malakath, this stronghold belongs to the orcs. Your kind are unwelcome.
I don't know what you're on.
I'm just a traveler. What is this place?
This is our stronghold. Here, we are free to live as Malakath intended, away from the prying eyes of the Nords. You're not an orc or bloodkin, so stay out. We only help our own.
It's ill fortune, that's all.
How can I convince you to let me in?
We've heard whispers of an enchanted pair of gauntlets, hidden and protected by dangerous men, beasts, or worse. They are called the Forge Master's Fingers. Bring them to our chief, and he will decide if you are worthy to be bloodkin to the orcs.
I'll find those gauntlets.
We will see.
Crystal. Gone.
Look over there. That's a dwarven ruin. The Dwemer relied on machines to do their work. No wonder they made themselves obsolete. I've never entered a Dwemer ruin before I became your housecarl. It's certainly not like what I expected. I've never entered a Dwemer ruin before I became your housecarl. It's certainly not like what I expected. Still here.
I need to trade some things with you.
I am at your command. Let's get going then. I never understood why anyone would be interested in the Dwemer. It hurts my head just to make sense of their way of life. The Dwemer relied on machines to do their work. No wonder they made themselves obsolete. Watch it. What are you doing? What are you doing? I've had enough of you.
You're...
No! You don't get the...
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros?
Your friend Gavros is dead.
It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time.
What's this about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
What's the crystal for?
It was a brilliant idea, really. Mostly mine, though Gavros took the credit. Secret, though. Official Synod business. Can't talk about it.
What are you doing here?
I am on official business of the Grand Council of the Synod. That's all you need to know. I might well ask the same of you, running around by yourself in this dangerous place.
I'm looking for the staff of Magnus.
Are you? Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I need the crystal to do anything useful, and I don't have it.
What's the crystal for?
It was a brilliant idea. Secret, though. Official Synod business.
I'm looking for the staff
Can't
of
talk
Magnus.
about it. Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
I happen to have found
I need
a
the crystal to do
focusing
anything
crystal.
useful,
Is
and I
this
don't
what you were
have
looking
it.
for?
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway?
I'm with the College of Winterhold.
You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the vine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
I've never seen anything quite like that. Right behind you.
I need to trade some things with you.
I am at your command. You lead, I'll follow.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it. It's very important you do this correctly.
What do I do?
Place the crystal in the center of the armillary. Then we can worry about attuning it. All right, then. You want something from me?
What do I do?
Now the crystal needs to be focused. It was created so far away. We knew that some adjustments would have to be made. Heating and cooling the crystal will cause it to expand or contract, which will change how the light passes through it. You'll need to use spells to do that. Being from the college, I assume you know them already. There should be a few basic tomes around here somewhere in case your training is even more substandard than I've heard. Until next time. Finally going to pay off. But what's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work? So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
You'd better calm down.
You and your college have ruined years of my work. I've lost colleagues and friends to the Falmer, and you want me to calm down? How did you do it?
I truly have no idea what you're talking about.
Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it?
You mean the Eye of Magnus?
The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does, well, that's interesting.
Can you help me find the Staff of Magnus or not?
Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine. Trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you.
So the staff of Magnus is in Labyrinthian?
Well, yes. Probably. I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something even more important at your college. The Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to.
I think you've been in here too long. You're crazy.
Am I? Am I? I think I've discovered more here than I could have hoped to. Your trickery won't confuse me. I think we're done here. You got what you came for, didn't you? Go then, back to your college.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
My ma used to shout a lot. If she knew the dragon language, Skyrim might be long gone by now.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere
Wake
along
me
the
up
way?
when we arrive.
No problem.
Somebody help!
We know who you are, so you'd better come with us
Someone
right
do
now.
something. I don't know.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the
Wake
way?
me up when we arrive.
No problem.
I don't know. It's like a ward, but who's casting it? On Kano? How?
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
What's going on?
On Kano, he's in there doing something. We don't know what. We're trying to get in now. I will have his head for this, I assure you. Help take this down, will you? We're throwing everything we can at it.
What's going on?
And Kano, stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near him! Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
I think I'm okay.
Ankano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving.
What happened?
I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
What's happened? Are you all right? What happened in there?
It's Ankano. He's done something with the eye.
By the Nine, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead? There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ankano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this. Please, make sure Winterhold is safe. Is he dead?
I'm going to find whoever did this.
The Archmage is dead. Dead!
What's going on?
Protect yourself. We're under some kind of attack.
kill you if I have
Well, is everything out there all right?
Winterhold is safe for now.
Wish I could say the same for us. Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the Staff of Magnus, now.
You really think the staff will help?
You were told to find it, weren't you? If the stories about the staff are true, if it really can absorb a tremendous amount of power, maybe we can break through on Connor's magic.
Then I'm off to Labyrinthian.
What? Are you sure? The staff is there. That can't be a coincidence.
I don't understand. What coincidence?
Savos, before he died, he gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyrinthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came. I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now. Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us.
You look awful. Better not get me sick.
I welcome you, friend.
What have you
How
got
may
for
I
sale?
serve you? Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
My carriage is the safest way to travel.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Morthal.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. Get up there. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere
Wake
along
me
the
up
way?
when we arrive.
No problem.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn
Dawn
Guard.
Guard.
Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All.
Get up there. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Wake me up when we arrive.
No problem. Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun may not be the most impressive city in Skyrim,
Markarth.
but it'll always be the strongest and greatest.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. If you don't mind a piece of advice, stay out of trouble in Markarth. They'll toss you in the Sidna mine and you'll never get out. Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way?
Wake me up when we arrive.
No problem.
Before...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
You look worse than I feel. Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter. No, I'm not on
What have you
leave.
got for sale?
Yes, I know it's... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back whenever you need something.
Bloodiest beef in the Reach.
I've got your back.
I need to trade some things with you.
I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on. The city's grand enough, but I always feel unwelcomed by the locals. In taking the Dwemer's city, Markarth's Nords also became like the Dwemer. I mean, just look at how needlessly intricate everything in this city. Is. The Forsworn are a real threat to the locals here. Still here.
Wait here.
I'm right behind you.
Wait here.
I will remain on guard here.